Hello and welcome to the Learning Lolly baggage handling video series. Today we want to talk to you about getting stuff done. Now some people call this time management, but I think that's a pretty poor definition. Out of all the things in life that you can manage, I think time is definitely not one of them. It ticks on relentlessly every second after second after second, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I get lots of people coming to me saying, Bob, how can I use my time more creatively? How can I be more effective, more efficient? I've got all of these things I want to achieve. And to quote a guy called Zig Ziglar, there's a great phrase that says, do you want to be a wandering generality or a meaningful specific? And this is a really important thing. If people are ambitious and want to move forward, they usually cram more into their life than they can actually do properly. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you're at home one weekend trying to get something done. It's going to take you a couple of hours to do. In the middle of that, you get 4 phone calls. There's something you need to do the job and you can't find it, and it takes you 10 minutes to find it, and 2 people knocking at the door, one of which wants to ask you to do something which takes 15 minutes to get done. How do you feel at the end of that? You're frustrated, aren't you? Because you haven't achieved what you wanted to set out in the time you allotted for it. Now, if we take that into a bigger scale, your life is full of interruptions that stop you achieving what you want to do in long term. And being able to become a meaningful specific as opposed to a wandering generality is a very important part to be able to make progress on the bigger scale of life. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing is you've got to look at what it is that you're trying to achieve. Write down all the things that you're trying to achieve at the moment and then cross some off. Now, I'm not saying you're never going to do them. I'm just saying what you need to do is focus on one thing, get that done out the way, and then move on to the next one. So it's all about priorities and looking at what you want to do. Obviously, there are different things that you need to achieve all the time through your life. There's the day-to-day running of your life, shopping, going to work, all those sort of things. And it's very difficult to get rid of those in the early stages of any career development. So there's a guy called Stephen Covey who is an awesome guy, and there's a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And what he talks about in that book is define who you are. What are the roles in life that you have? It could be that you are a partner to somebody. It could be that you're a parent to someone. You could be someone's son or daughter. It could be that you are a sportsman. It could be that you have a particular employment at the moment. So you are a craftsman or whatever that job is. And basically put yourself a list of who you are into a book. Write them all down. Then look at them on a weekly basis and decide how much time you're going to put in to each of those things that define you. So, as you're training, a percentage of that is going to be training. You're going to need to spend time with your kids if you've got kids. If you don't get this balance right, then your life is not running properly, and you will find that when you're studying, you are resenting the time you're studying because you're missing out something else. When you're out socializing, you're going to feel what's the word? You're going to feel frustrated because, or guilty, I suppose is a better word. You feel guilty that you're not studying. So by getting yourself into these like watertight compartments of providing all of the needs for your life based on your definitions in a week, you will find that your life becomes a lot more flowing and easy, and it'll enable you to do each of those tasks much better than if you haven't got a plan. So time management is not about time management. It's about priorities, defining what's important to you, and then allocating sufficient time for each of those things. And as I say, if there's some things in there that aren't part of that definition, then don't do them. Yeah, get on with the priorities in hand, and when you've completed those tasks, then reset yourself new priorities. Hopefully this will help. It's been great talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.